Be honest, how many books are staring at you right now? On your nightstand? In your bag? In your guilt? And why does page 12 feel like quicksand? If you've ever wished you could finish books faster and actually remember them, welcome. You've landed in the right corner of the internet. Today, Captain Help dives into speed reading, what it is, why it's secretly life-changing, how the techniques work, and whether you can learn it too. Spoiler, yes, unless you actively resist progress. Take a breath, open your mind, and let's unlock a hidden upgrade to your brain. Speed reading is not scanning, it's not skimming. And it's definitely not pretending you read something just because you watched a YouTube summary. Speed reading is really the ability to read more words in less time, stay focused, and still understand what the author is, desperately trying to communicate. It's about training your eyes, your brain, and your attention to work together instead of acting like teenagers who just don't want to be in the same room. So why is speed reading useful? Here's where it stops being a nice-to-have and becomes, honestly, a quiet superpower. You learn faster than 95% of people. Most knowledge today, well, it enters your brain through text. If you process text faster, you grow faster, you save an enormous amount of time. A book that normally takes 6 to 10 hours suddenly takes like 2. That's evenings you get back. You gain a quicker overview and make sharper decisions. When you read fast, you see patterns sooner. You stop drowning in details and start noticing structure. You absorb more ideas. Your creativity expands because you're feeding your brain more raw material. You depend less on other people's summaries. You go straight to the source instead of, consuming someone else's interpretation. That's real intellectual independence. You reduce mental resistance. A 300-page book no longer looks terrifying. It becomes doable, even inviting. You hold richer conversations. You connect ideas faster, recall more examples, and sound like you've actually thought about things. You avoid information overwhelm. Instead of being crushed by the modern fire hose of information, you stay in control. And when you do it properly, you actually remember better. Active, selective, focused reading makes your attention sharper, your understanding deeper, and your memory more stable. So, that's quite some benefits of reading faster. So how do you actually read faster? Speed reading isn't magic, it's mechanics plus focus. Here are 7 techniques you can learn and practice yourself easily. First technique, pre-structure the text. Before you read anything, give your brain a preview. Look at titles, section headers, the first and last sentences, bold phrases, diagrams. It takes under a minute but creates a mental skeleton. Everything you read has a place to land. Second technique, chunking. Most people read word by word, as if every word needs a passport to enter your brain. Your eyes naturally take in clusters of 3 to 7 words. Train yourself to read in chunks by landing your gaze in the middle of a phrase, taking in the cluster, and moving on. At first it feels like cheating, then it feels like freedom. Third technique, reduce regressions. Those tiny backward jumps your eyes make when you doubt yourself destroy your rhythm. Train them out by guiding your eyes with a finger or pen, moving steadily forward, and only going back when something is truly unclear. Fourth technique, use peripheral vision. Your eyes see wider than you think. Start reading a little inside the left margin and stop before the right margin. Let your peripheral vision fill in the rest. This cuts down the number of jumps your eyes make and saves surprising amounts of time. Fifth technique, selective reading. This is the secret sauce. Speed readers do not treat every word as equally important. They read key ideas slowly, familiar concepts faster, scan examples, and skip anecdotes if they add nothing. This is strategic attention, not laziness. Sixth technique, active attention management. You can't read fast with a sleepy brain. Speed reading thrives on short reading bursts, quick resets, a phone in another room, and proper lighting. It's boring advice, but secretly the difference between trying to read fast and actually doing it. Alright, so here's the 7th technique, micro-retention. At the end of every chapter, just invest 1 minute. That's it. Give yourself 2 sentences of summary, jot down 2 bullet-pointed insights, and ask yourself 1 question. This tiny habit really anchors the information in your long-term memory, even when you're moving at high speeds. So, can you learn this? Absolutely. Speed reading isn't some hidden talent. It's totally a trainable skill. You build it like any other competence. Start with awareness, then add technique, speed, comprehension, selection, and finally, mastery. Within days, you'll honestly feel lighter. Within weeks, you'll notice you're reading faster. And within months, you might just feel annoyingly competent. Speed reading isn't about bragging with a giant stack of finished books. It's really about taking back control of your time, your focus, and your ability to keep growing. You don't need superpowers, you just need the right techniques, a bit of practice, and the confidence to turn the next page faster than you ever have before. This is Captain Help. Each episode of Captain Help explores how we think, live, and misread each other. Calm reflections with a hint of irony and a whole lot of sense. Captain Help, smarter every day in every way. Now go. Somewhere in one of those unread books is the idea that changes everything. Don't let it wait any longer.